So I was hopping down the old rabbit trail in Twitterland. I came across a note from the old Dutch man about an odd cloud he saw over the valley in Cauliflower Land. Seemed interesting, so I moseyed on over onto that trail and hopped on to see if there was any carrots. About halfway down the trail I found some, but these weren't any carrots. These carrots were a myth. I only heard about them from the other crazy rabbits my mama said not to talk to. Come to find out, these carrots belong to the Rabbit Council. You know, the government. The kind of carrots that the Rabbit Council told me they didn't have and knew nothing about. Well, I found them. Let's just hope the Rabbit Council doesn't have carrot tube police to come after my cotton picking tail. Okay, I'm done messing around now. If you didn't get that intro, it was about conspiracy theorists looking down rabbit holes. I thought it was kind of funny. But anyway, this video really does have to deal with a tweet Dutchsinse posted about picking up fire on the SATRAD radar near Searles Valley, California. You're looking at the same satellite data Dutch was looking at, except for further down south. What got my attention was the explosion of clouds suddenly in the desert. So some people may not have found that odd, but what I found odd was that those clouds exploded from one single point, and it didn't develop over a large spread of land. So I changed the map to the particulate radar, and this is what you're seeing. This radar image shows the border of California and Mexico. Actually, it's called Calexico. The town is actually split by the border. I want you to pay close attention. You're going to see what seems to be several bright instantaneous type explosions. Then you're going to see a huge explosion of clouds near those locations. Watch. If you didn't see it, I'm going to zoom in and slow it down for you. I'm sure you saw it that time. Those bright spots are a sudden influx of particulates in the lower cloud levels which contain moisture. And as you know, for rain clouds to develop, the moisture needs to latch onto something in order for it to fall. It could be anything, microscopic really, even fish. So what were those flashes? Well, since it's a pinpointed small area, we can rule out a volcano. Plus, there are no volcanoes in those locations. But there are hot springs. Dust storm maybe? No dust storm was reported. So what could it have been? This is what I found. A few towns in the desert covered in green grass. And it's really green. In the desert? How did it get that green? How did grass get there? There's also a river nearby. But what else did I find? Solar energy companies near the California-Mexico border. And you're probably thinking, well, those are reflections of light off the solar panels. The solar panel stations aren't that big, but okay. So I looked at the other location to the flash up and to the north. What I found wasn't solar panels. I found Camp Wilson, otherwise known as 29 Palms Military Base. So what were those bright flashes of light right before the clouds explosively appeared out of nowhere? Those bright flashes of light, the release of silver iodide by way of planes or explosive ordnances, aka cloud seeding operations. More than likely they were explosive devices, as in rockets. The reason I say that, I found a review on Google from a company next door to the solar company at the location of where two of the flashings occurred. The review was for the USG Corporation that said, enjoyed the visit, loved the rockets. The United States Gypsum Corporation, or USG, is a plaster company that makes drywall. I'm pretty sure they don't have a need for rockets. I think what that person witnessed was the shooting of cloud seeding rockets near the area. Energy and utility companies all over the world are attempting to manipulate the weather. Not so much for the benefit of others, but for themselves and the almighty dollar. Weather modification has exploded over the years. Individual licenses being given out to private and public corporations, not to mention the government also doing it themselves. Scientists do know and have clearly stated that the side effects of weather modification more than likely will be dangerous and unknown. If you take a look at my chemtrail videos entitled Chemtrails Part 1 and 2, I give a clearer picture into weather modification and the dangers from it. So anyway, This is what I stumbled upon when researching Dutch's tweet. I found cloud seeding operation in the desert of Southern California. If there's one thing scientists have learned and repeatedly stated from planetary, meteorology, and environmental research, it's that Mother Nature always fights back and she always wins. Which brings me to a final question before I go, or questions. Is there a reason besides money that everyone is manipulating the planet's weather? Did something happen with our planet that caused all the world governments to create fake weather? If so, how long has our weather been faked? Is the government using weather modification to hide clues that a disastrous event is unfolding on our planet? What do you all think? Is it greed? Are they hiding something? Does the Earth even produce weather naturally anymore? Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe.